Well, boys, we're back with some more Borderlands 4 content, I guess. It's a bit of a sad day for me because I'm currently trying not to lose my mind. You see, Borderlands 4 is a good game. Not super good, just good. That's it. Solid, like, 7 out of 10. I was hoping to make a review about this game, which I'm still gonna do, but I cannot stop being interrupted by this dog shit. The topic of today's video, keeping your mouth shut. I know a lot of you are dead set on playing at 4K with ultramax settings and using 2 or 3-year-old hardware. You do you, but Borderlands 4 and Unreal Engine 5 are doing a lot for me that trade-off for frames isn't worth it. I play at 1440p with settings super high and am super happy with that trade-off. The game looks amazing at 1440p. If you're not 4K stubborn and just want to have a great fun time with higher perf, please consider running at 1440p resolution. If you've got a beast of a video card, you're probably fine at 4K, but if you're in the middle or close to min-spec, I would definitely recommend making that trade. You gotta love when the CEO doesn't even know what everyone's complaining about. He's deflecting and telling everyone that their hardware's too old to play the game on 1440p and 4K, when that's just not true at all. The new hardware runs terribly, you fool. Ah man, it sucks that the RTX 5090 came out 4 years ago and can't run it at 4K Ultra Max settings. If you're trying to get fucking max settings 4K, without DLSS and frame gen on a 30 series card, your computer is going to explode. You'll get like 10 FPS. So in Randy's case where he's arguing about 2 or 3-year-old cards, yeah, it's bad, brother. Also, when you realize what people are saying and why they're disliking the game, not everyone is trying to run this at max settings on 4K. Majority of players use 1080p and they're struggling to get the frames they want. Also, we'll never address the elephant in the room here, that this is a cel-shaded cartoon-style looter shooter. This game doesn't look much better than the last game, or even Borderlands 2, which is about 13 years old. When a game like Cyberpunk exists, where you can go 4K with ray tracing on at native resolution, and get more frames than this game, that is horrendous, and I personally will just never accept that, which sucks because I actually do think this game is pretty good. It's like a solid 7. It's better than the last one, but definitely nowhere near as good as 2. But last night, Randy decided to go on a rampage telling everyone how stupid they are, so let's check out some of the best ones. For a campaign looter shooter, it is absolutely reasonable for developers to focus on default settings achieving 30 FPS on minimum specification and 60 FPS on recommended specification. Yeah, well, you know, it's not even that outlandish to say this, but too bad you're just completely dodging the problem. This isn't what people are complaining about. Like I said, people are struggling to get 60 FPS on a card like mine. Warning! Warning! The next thing you're about to hear may cause severe brain damage. Use DLSS. It's great. The game was built to take advantage of it. This is not a competitive FPS, and I have been led to believe that in a blind test that humans cannot detect any input lag. Yep, that's right. You guys are all crazy and you're just feeling shit. That input lag that you're experiencing, that's not real. What are you guys talking about? This thing that you guys are complaining about, I find it doesn't even exist based off my own experiments. You would be the most incorrect person in the world to assume Randy wouldn't say something as pathetic and stupid as this. As dumb as it is, a simple Google search can tell you and explain to you exactly what input lag is. Like, I know Randy will drink and say some dumb shit, but oh my goodness, this is some next level gaslighting.
And nobody likes a bigot unless he's crying. Boo-hoo.
Also, the claim that people only don't want input lag on a competitive shooter is crazy. Nobody wants input lag on any game they play ever. Input lag is just a net negative. The game doesn't have to be hyper competitive for me to want to have good reaction times. What is this? If you are so attached to the idea that DLSS is bad for your game experience because of something you saw or read on the internet, I am sorry. I hope you would use this technology designed to give you the experience you want. Oh my lord, Randy, it's not like DLSS is the Satan itself, but people don't want it to be mandatory. DLSS is nice to get those extra 20 or 30 frames, but people are mad because it is mandatory for this game. You're going to be getting 20 FPS if you're not using DLSS or FSR. No, Randy, people aren't going to be happy with the fact that you decided to use all this AI bullshit just to make your game barely playable. If this was the nicest looking game in the history of man, it might be a different story. But when the game looks like the last one, why? Why does shit like this exist? The minimum and recommended specs are published. The most common hardware is a 4-year-old cell phone. Borderlands 4 is a premium game made for premium gamers. Just as Borderlands 4 cannot run on a PlayStation 4, it cannot be expected to run on too old PC hardware. Yeah, Randy, you tell them. You make sure they know that their 11-year-old console is comparable to their 2-year-old graphics card that they're trying to use. I am also dying at that statement. Borderlands 4 is a premium game made for premium gamers. So, I'm assuming his definition of premium means really rich, because you can't really do well unless you have an extremely good graphics card. Which is a very weird position to me, because I would consider a game like Red Dead Redemption 2 as a premium game made for premium gamers, and you can run that thing on, well, pretty much fucking anything. Let's not act like, since our game is good, it's okay for it to run like dog shit. Like, shut the fuck up. What is this? What are we talking about? Also, you generally wait for the players to decide what a premium game is. Randy, you haven't made a premium game since Borderlands 2. You are 100% correct, Ranting Monkey. It would have been a way better idea for them to build it for the most common hardware in the first place. But instead of Randy addressing that, he just says, well, actually, the most common hardware is a cell phone, so you're wrong. I don't know why he brought up cell phones. I guess he was being a bit of a bad bitch in this response. Obviously, the discussion was about the most common computer specs, since the post was about computer specs. But again, Randy and his deflection, it's always here. There are a few real issues, but they're affecting a very, very small percentage of users. We are fixing those, and many are already fixed. We are also doing significant work on PC performance, and well, everything else that's coming at us, we're not stopping. Good job, Randy. The release it and fix it later strategy. At least you say you're working on it, I guess. I mean, the future will only know whether what you say is true. Code your own engine and show us how it's done, please. We will be your customer when you pull it off. Hard stop, don't care, never coded in my life. Not my responsibility. It is your responsibility to code and give me a good experience when you're taking my $90. Not only $90, sometimes I'm pretty sure there's a bundle I can spend $170 on this game. I deserve the worth that I spent. Why is it so hard to understand that your game doesn't look anything special and it shouldn't run like it does? End of story. The people who are doing it now are clearly dumb and don't know what they're doing, and all the support and recommendations and code and architecture from the world's greatest hardware companies and tech companies, working with the greatest real-time graphics engine coders, don't know what you seem to know. Hashtag sarcasm. It's actually crazy. I don't understand. How disconnected from your player base do you have to be to talk like this? No one cares what engine you use, nobody cares about your architecture and your world's real-time graphic engineers. My job as a customer is to pay for the game and have a good experience, and your job is to fucking make sure that that happens. Imagine you go to your local pizza place and you complain because the latest piece of pizza you had wasn't as good as the last pizza you had. And the owner of the pizza company comes out just screaming at you, telling you better make your own fucking pizza then if you think it's that bad. Like, what are we talking about? Man, we're not asking for any form of like magic or anything. I don't want you to rewrite the game's code. We're just saying, hey, this runs like shit, and it doesn't even look better than your last game. And your response is, well, you should make your own game then. I knew that Randy was gonna say some dumb shit, but I didn't really think he would stoop this low. Hey Randy, I just want to say, I'm loving Borderlands 4. I've never been captured by the previous titles, but this one hits different. I am begging you to stop tweeting. You see, Randy, even players that never experienced Borderlands 2 are telling you, hey, you need to shut the fuck up because you're wrong. The best thing Randy can do for Borderlands 4 is to just stop talking. He really needs to learn how to just keep his mouth shut and focus on optimizing the game. Because in my opinion, if he shuts his trap and fixes the game, I think this game is good enough that they won't even care anymore. He's tweeted some other dumb stuff, but I don't want to take up too much of your time, and it's more or less just repeating what he's been saying the entire time. And look, if you're having a great time on Borderlands 4, that's good. I'm happy. I am too. Just remember how much more you deserve when you give these multi-million-dollar companies your $90. Anyway, I appreciate you watching this far if you're still here. I'm still interested in the game, and I'm gonna end up beating it maybe today or tomorrow. I'm still having a good time, but I gotta point out how pathetic this is. Everyone deserves so much more. Always remember that you don't have to be blinded by shitty decisions just because you like something. But thanks again for watching. I appreciate it so much. I'll see you guys later.